20. That is where their offense is going to take over. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First carry of the game now for the rookie out of Arizona. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Play fake here, Daniels. It's his running back. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Come on, come on. Hey.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Kronsky Merritt on the carry. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Daniels. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A run, it's Kronsky Merritt. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So they dodge an opening drive turnover, but this drive could stall out if they don't convert here. It's third down.
Cougar 19. 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that makes it fourth down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Now Prater on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They've got first down from the 31.
Attack!
They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage. Working quickly here.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Commanders have an early lead. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He lets one fly deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So second down coming up.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
And downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Yeah, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First red zone opportunity now for the Chiefs. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, break off the 1st down. Went into their bag of tricks just a little bit there. The surprise handoff, not enough to get the touchdown. But I'll tell you what, I'm kind of excited to see the next wrinkle off that one because I don't think that was just a one-off.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Second down run by Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Run now with Krosky Merritt. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Daniels. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Daniels back to throw. It's caught by McLaurin. A nice skate of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for...
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. Daniels on 1st down. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Krosky Merritt. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Come on.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Buying some time left. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games. This sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They go play action. It's Mahomes. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did. It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. Gets everything he has under this throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Now Prater on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, 43, 10-10.
That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll run. Pacheco. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. They Look at the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. It's going well so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. They run. It's cross-king Merritt. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
From the 40 on 2nd down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Has the first and 4 inside the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
Haven't been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate. I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing. Run right at them and go make a point.
The drive picks up here. 1st and 10.
Come on.
They give it to him again. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grab the lead on their first series of the half.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders push their lead to 3. Now Prager on to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Pressure coming from Holmes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, Kate, you often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. Start the draw. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense up to the line fast. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. They're set up at the 35 now. Robinson on the inside give. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the 41. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. Dumps it off to Robinson. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something, but go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
2nd and 3 now. Trying the right side. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And that's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Chiefs 21. And Raiders set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Off play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. They connect on the deep shot. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Here's 2nd and 5. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Finds a seam down the middle. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
15. Go.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Commanders make the recovery. Looking for his wide receiver there.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively, and that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Here's Kronsky Merritt on the carry. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Commanders holding on to a field goal lead. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Come on.
Another carry for him. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 18, Robert. 19, Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
First down carry for Pacheco. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in the line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. They get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Bronk gets him into the red zone. Hurry-up offense now as time runs down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
They call the timeout with 4 seconds remaining, and we're going to get ready to potentially see overtime. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
Harrison Butker in the kickoff for Kansas City.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Returning it from the 4. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 32-yard line.
On the ready.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A run, it's Krosky Merritt. And he'll get it up to the 44. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a first. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yeah, and that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Come on.
Daniels on 1st down. He rolls to his right. The ball is loose. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Well, all reviews in overtime have to come from the officials, and we have one coming here. They want one more look at that play. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Commanders pull in front. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Get behind the line, and the ball is loose. And he mitigates the damage. Well, all reviews in overtime have to come from the officials, and we have one coming here. They want one more look at that play.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally. But really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. All right, so far so good, partner. Taking advantage of the change to respond here in overtime. We all know that was reserved only for the playoffs previously. But now an opportunity teams get in regular season games too.
Yeah, I think we both love this because really it keeps teams from blaming a coin flip anymore. Even if some of the anger in the past was justified now you just look in the mirror and know it's all upon you to deliver. I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Left side is caught by Rice. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Looking to throw it. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
At the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And they take him down right along the 30. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And that'll leave him with just 1 remaining in overtime.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now.
Hey, dribble it. Yellow. Our side.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Right back to Worthy. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And a timeout's called with only 5 ticks remaining in overtime. All right, partner, well, I know they're not going to look ahead down there just yet, but let's you and I do that. In the red zone, they need the touchdown first, obviously, but after that, they're going to have a decision, right? Do you kick to tie and give the football back? or do you go for 2 in the victory?
I'm not dodging it, Kate, but that's honestly a great question. And I know this, that decision better have already been made. The best coaches, decision makers, we know this. They're a play ahead, a series ahead, a possession ahead. That was a choice you made before you ever got the football.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Hurting themselves with that delay of game, Brock. It's now 2nd and 6. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver could easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Kansas City.
should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the neck.